It's time for the Texas Sportsman. With your host, Fred Rodriguez. And your co-host, Cindy Rodriguez. Brought to you by Pueblo Tires, Capital Farm Credit, Theocides Gonzalez Law Firm, South Padre Boat Rentals, Quantum, and Texas Sportsman Tracking Outdoors magazine. Let's go outdoors with the Texas Sportsman. Gotta have it. Howdy, folks, and welcome to the Texas Sportsman. On today's show, we're fishing out of Port Mansfield, Texas. We're with Kyra Hudson, owner of Shallow Sport Boats, and Christy Romero, owner of the Sportsman, and Captain Wayne Davis. We'll be wade fishing for some redfish with K Wigglers. When we come back, Captain Wayne Davis will be teaching our host, Cindy Rodriguez, how to wade fish, and we'll also be talking about the upcoming Shallow Sport Tournament with Kyra Hudson. Texas Sportsman. Gotta have it. Welcome back to the Texas Sportsman. We're fishing out of Port Mansfield, Texas, and Captain Wayne Davis is taking us out to the Sand Flats.
See it on the graph here? See that big hole? We're going to go right by it and go up on this little flat. We're going to be targeting redfish with the occasional flounder. We're going to be fishing really shallow water, less than knee deep. We're going to be working sand, and we're going to be working bait balls, pods of mullet and pinfish.
I know you have a company and it's called K Wigglers.
Well, it's one of the, if not the oldest soft plastic bait company in the state of Texas. It's been around since the late 70s.
I know my husband loves the, what's it called?
Mansfield Margarita.
The Mansfield Margarita. He's always talking about that. I am so excited to be fishing with you. This is something that I've never done. So I appreciate you, and of course have Kyra and Christy over there teaching me and getting me by the hand and showing me.
Yes, absolutely. We do a camp for women only anglers. Those two have been through the class.
I heard.
It's becoming very popular, and it's good to see women getting engaged in fishing on all levels.
Well, I'm gonna look you up because I need to learn. We're so excited to go out and catch redfish.
Well, we'll catch what we catch. We catch what we can get.
I love it.
Fish the lure kind of in the middle of the water column. I kind of hold my rod tip a little lower, fluctuate with the tip a little bit, and every now and again give see you're on top of the water. You want it to be kind of a little bit lower in the water column. Port Mansfield is known for sand flats where it's crystal clear water. You can see the fish, the bait. Most of the spots are pretty hard bottom. There is some boggy spots. And sometimes the fish are in the bog. Sometimes they're in the hard stuff. Today we found the bait like crazy. Right there.
Oh, you're on, fish on.
Yeah, so we're throwing in pods of bait, and we're letting the lure kind of fall like I was saying earlier.
Yes,
Let it go down to the bottom of the water column. Just a small rat red, I can kind of tell by the way he's fighting. So you can see here, he bit that lure. Right? That's the kind of hook set that you want to see when you get one. Doesn't injure the fish. Although it's a small redfish, it's a good sign. He thumped it, I felt it. Now sometimes the fish will have the hook up here or on the side. That means they're just swiping at it. It means they're not really eating it.
Fish on!
There you go. Got Cindy out here with the Texas Sportsman. Gotta have it, huh?
I have it. Oh my goodness.
Oh!
Ooh, look at that. He's fighting me.
So when you're fighting out here with these reds on the shallows, you want to be real slow and steady. Just take your time with them. Keep the rod bent. All right, right there. Don't reel him in anymore. Remember what I said?
Yes.
When he's tired is when you want to get him.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is put the rod under your armpit like we talked about, lift him up to the sky, and he'll come to you. So once you get him in the water, all you got to do is lift down here with your hand like that. Your reel's dry.
Yes.
Everything's perfect.
Wow. Thank you, Captain.
Good job.
We'll be right back right after this.
You're watching the Texas Sportsman Tracking Outdoors. Gotta have it. Hey folks, you're watching the Texas Sportsman, and we're wade fishing out of Port Mansfield, Texas. We're catching up with Kyra Hudson, owner of Shallow Sport Boats.
I love fishing with other women anglers, and the best part is that I've never been wade fishing.
I like it because you're more in tune with nature. I'm never going to be the person to say that you don't need a boat to go fishing, but you need a boat to get you there. But
Yeah.
there's some days where the wind is just blowing. You can find yourself a little cove behind one of these little spoil banks or islands.
So you and your husband, Wes, you all build these boats?
Yes.
And how long have you all been doing this, Kyra, you and Wes?
So Wes is actually a third generation boat builder.
Oh.
His grandfather started building boats in the 50s, and then his father, Rex, started building boats in the 80s. He started Shallow Sport in 1982. Took over officially, I think, about 15 years ago, but we met in college at Texas A&M. Whoop! And,
Go Aggies!
Yeah. When we graduated college in '02, we came down and started working for the company, and Christy's the owner of the Sportsman. She's our Valley dealer. We have a dealer in Corpus, we have a dealer in Austin, Houston, and we have 3 in Florida. We've been putting a ton of hours into this event. It gets bigger and more involved and crazier and more things every year. 6 to 9 months to plan.
I know you've been a real busy girl trying to get ready for this event. Tell us about that.
Well, it's the 21st annual Shallow Sport Tournament, Shallow Sport and SCB Owners Fishing Tournament. And we are the largest owners fishing tournament on the Gulf Coast. We typically have around 265 teams, and last year we had over 1,500 registered participants.
So do they still have time to register?
You can register up to the night of the event. There is an additional price increase the night of the event. So we do try to limit it to no more than 265 teams. And we're already at about 200.
When is the date of this tournament?
May 13th and 14th on South Padre Island. We're holding the majority of the event at the Convention Center on the island. And the cannon takeoff and weigh-in is at Louie's backyard. Captain Wayne, he loves wade fishing, and he loves to actually teach people all about it too. And I think some people are intimidated to actually get out and wade, but it's something unique to our area of the coast that we're able to do. I've been fortunate enough to fish all over the Gulf Coast, east coast of Florida, the Carolinas, because of our dealerships that we have in different states. They think we're crazy, especially Florida. Like, you get out of the boat and walk around and fish, and I'm like, yeah, it's because they don't have the kind of bottom that we have, or there's too much vegetation, or there's too many sharks. We're lucky to be able to do it.
And you know what? Now that I did it, it's like I am liking it. Fred is going to have to continue to bring me to do wade fishing.
Yep. All you gotta really do is bring your booties,
That's all you need, right?
especially when the water's warm like this time of year.
I love it.
Wayne puts on a ladies boating and fishing clinic. He did his first one this fall, and Christy and I attended it. It's a weekend here in Mansfield. Good food, a lot of good camaraderie, and we learned top to bottom everything there is to know. Boat maintenance and operation, trailering, driving the boat, rigging all our own gear, taking care of our gear, taking care of our waders, different types of knots. We learned it all. And then we spend a lot of time on the water just practicing different techniques.
All right. Kyra's on.
I saw her talk that fish into it.
Go, Kyra.
I think Kyra's got the hot stick. I want my rod back.
True woman angler. I love that. There you go. All right, Kyra.
You're watching the Texas Sportsman Tracking Outdoors. Gotta have it. Welcome back to the Texas Sportsman. We're having a great time wade fishing out of Port Mansfield, Texas. We're catching up with Christy Romero, owner of the Sportsman. Gotta have it.
I was so terrified before I first went in. And then once I did it,
Oh, you're on. Christy, you're on.
oh, did you hear that? Woo!
Welcome back to the Texas Sportsman. We have Christy. Christy, how does it feel?
It feels exciting.
Fish on!
You too? Woo! Yeah!
Look at that!
You got one?
Woo, look at that!
Got one! Yeah! Good job, Cindy! Good job.
Double hookup! How
was
about that? Love it, love it, love it.
Exciting.
Christy, tell us about the Sportsman and what is it that you do?
We're a boat dealership in San Benito. We've been around since 1951. We sell shallow sport and SCB boats and a variety of motors. We have a full parts and service department, and we have storage available as well. People can store their boats. I'm blessed with 15 wonderful employees that I consider my family, and I owe our success to them and to our customers. So I've been there 34 years.
34 years.
And I started there as a secretary and worked my way up around the service department, became office manager, general manager for many years, and then about 5 years ago the owner retired and moved away, and I had been running the dealership, and he asked me if I wanted to buy it, and of course I was like,
wow,
you know.
Christy, so that's how that happened. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Yes.
We need to get Fred on a shallow sport.
Yes, we do. We definitely
We
do. The shallow sport boat is truly amazing. We have sold many brands over the years, and this one is tried and true. It is built very well. The fit and finish is amazing. You can't compare it to anything else out there. The performance is second to none. The resale value is tremendous. It's a very sought after boat. So Wayne's boat is a shallow sport 24 classic. It's 24 feet long and it has no sides. He uses that model because he wades predominantly most of the time. Very easy to get off and on. It's got a lot of walking room on the side. He's running it with a Mercury engine. We're very blessed to be able to carry the line and be in partnership with Wes and Kyra and Shallow Sport Boats.
I love the fact that not only do you sell the boats, but you love the sport of fishing. I look forward to times like this where I can get together with other women anglers. For example, look at me today. I'm wade fishing. This is the first time, but I look at you and Kyra, y'all are pros. I'm learning from you all.
And I hope you get to do that fish camp. Kyra and I did it last year, and I've been fishing for several years now, but I learned a lot of fishing techniques and a lot of the science behind fishing.
Oh, wow.
So I want to help promote women in fishing. To
Count
do it
me
more.
in. Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Yes, yes, it's a wonderful experience.
Will you be fishing the shallow sport tournament?
Yes, I feel very honored that my guys, myself and my service team, I'm going to be able to fish with them this year again. So there'll be 5 of us on a team, and we will definitely be there front and center. What I really, really enjoy about fishing with my guys is that they don't treat me like a girl. You know, carry your own weight. Come on. You know, and I appreciate that. I really do.
But that's good because that's how you're going to learn.
Exactly.
Hands-on.
Yes.
Right.
I'm so excited that this is your first trip and that I got to be a part of it because
Thank you.
It's an amazing experience to be out in the water. Yes, it's wonderful to drift on the boat, but when you're in the water, it's just a different feel.
Yes, it is.
And
yes, it
a little
is.
calmer and more peaceful, and so I'm glad that you took the plunge and got in, and hopefully it'll be the first
And
of many
thank you
trips.
for being part of it. This is so much fun.
It
I
is.
love it.
Texas Sportsman Tracking Outdoors. Gotta have it.
Ladies, I want to thank y'all. What an honor to fish with y'all.
I'm so proud of
And-
you for being brave and going out and waiting for the
Waiting.
first time.
First time, I really enjoyed it. There's a boat party coming up.
Yes.
Tell us about that as well.
Well, we started a boating and floating group last summer, and we've grown to almost 3,000 members. And what we do is we gather just north of the convention center on a sandy area. And last time we had 90 boats come out, and everybody just goes and parks, and we have live music and food, and just we have a really good time. It's family friendly, boats of all kinds. It's just a way to bring our boating community, not just fishing community together, but our boating community. So the first one being hosted by Ross Bland is May 28th on a Saturday at 2 o'clock. And then we're going to start our boating and floating probably June, July, and August. We're going to have 3 more the rest of the summer. Hit our Facebook page, Boating and Floating, become a member, share. Everybody go out there and have a great time.
May 13th and 14th, South Padre Island. You can go to shallowsporttournament.com for registration information, and it's got all the info on there, all of our great sponsors, and I could not do it without the sponsors, but we sure could not do it without our huge team of volunteers and organizers at the company that helped put this on. A ton of effort goes into it, so I want to thank everybody for that. I think we've got somewhere close to $200,000 worth of prizes, and we were able to raise enough money to give away 15 scholarships this year, which
Amazing.
is my favorite part.
Again, ladies, I want to thank you all. I had a blast. I learned a lot. We have our captain over there that taught me. I'm grateful. I'm honored.
It was our pleasure to have you guys on here, you girls, ladies, on the Texas Sportsman. You can go online, or you can pick up one of the Texas Sportsman magazines right here and check it out. We got the Shallow Sport Tournament right there, and then you open it up, and there's the story right there. Okay.
Awesome.
Until next week, we'll see you out on the water, the boat party, at the Sportsman.
At
If
the
you need
event.
anything, go see them. In Shallow Sport Boats, you see them.
And someone's going to win a new boat.
And somebody's gonna win a new boat. Okay, so I think that's it. Y'all did a great job. I
Thank
just wanted to
y'all
get
so
in here
much. Thank y'all.
de mosca nomás. Okay? So until next week, we'll see you on the Texas Sportsman. Tracking Outdoors, gotta have it.
We'd also like to wish all of the moms out there a very special Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day from Texas Sportsman. Gotta have it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Texas Sportsman. With your host, Fred Rodriguez. And your co-host, Cindy Rodriguez. Texas Sportsman was brought to you by Pueblo Tires, Capital Farm Credit, Diocides Gonzalez Law Firm, South Padre Boat Rentals, Quantum, and Texas Sportsman Tracking Outdoors magazine. Gotta have it.